and Spider-Man swing around, yet it has that bit of, Peter Parker kind of questioning himself as well. Like that's a core Spider-Man story right there.
Fair enough. What did you think of the first movie?
I liked it. I think it set it up quite well. I thought they had a difficult task of kind of going again. They obviously had to redo the origin just to tell that story, so they kind of got that out of the way. I think it's set up like they're planning on doing a big full Spider-Man universe now. So
yeah, because I think there's a bit of a lead up coming soon to the Sinister Six. How do you think that would work on the big screen?
From what they teased in the trailer, I thought it was really good. Did you guys like the trailer?
I loved it. Ruth hasn't seen it.
I know. I'm waiting to see it. Maybe in the next day or two.
Yeah, there's some serious teases there. Like there's even at one point, like I don't know, is this a spoiler or not? Like, but there's a screenshot, and you can see as Harry Osborn opens up a couple of files. Like, just take a look at that and look at all the different names that pop up.
Yeah,
and it's like you can really see that they have huge plans because they're mentioning villains from all parts of the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, because I think I noticed like there's references to Vulture and all in there as well.
Well, they even show the Vulture and Doc Ock's costume, but they go much more further than that. Just take a quick look at the trailer again and pause it when he scrolls through all these files, and you'll see like they mention Venom and Morbius and everything. So really cool.
That sounds intriguing. I'll have to check that one out again. See, nobody's done a trailer breakdown of it yet, so I haven't got to see all the little tidbits and stuff and all the Easter eggs that are hidden away in it.
Yeah, they really analyze this crazy.
Yeah. Well, obviously, you have worked on Spider-Man. Is there any other major Marvel property that you really you need to put the Will Sliney mark on?
It's funny. I really want more Spider-Man. Now I got a little taste of it because it was just one issue, and there are so many more characters from that I would like to have a go at. I'm kind of a child of the 90s cartoons, and it was the Spider-Man cartoon and the X-Men cartoon, from early Saturday mornings that really, really kind of got me into all that stuff. So that old kind of Jim Lee X-Men team lineup, I'd love to have a crack off of that as well. That would be great fun.
Fair enough. Now, can we ask you this? What have you got coming up now after you finish off Knights of Pendragon?
I'm in the middle of finishing that up at the moment, and I do have something lined up for after it with Marvel, but we're not allowed to say that. It'll be quite a while actually before that's announced. But it's really cool of them. They're showing a lot of faith in me at the moment, which is brilliant. So I'm excited. So there's a good few things coming up, but I'm not allowed to say anything for a while, unfortunately.
Okay, fair enough. Well, for those of us out here who are very excited and follow your work, and want to kind of, I don't know, be on the edge and be the first to know whenever this new property that you're working on is finally revealed, where's the best place for people to find you out there on the internet?
Pretty much just on my Twitter, which is at Will Sliney. It's a rare old name, so if you Google it, you can kind of find all my stuff then straight away as well.
Fair enough. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure talking to you. As I said, I'm not that much of a comic book fan. Neither's Ruth, but definitely your work has got a lot of people here following the nerd very interested indeed. A lot of people highly praising your work on Spider-Man, and obviously your new projects that are coming out is definitely interesting. A lot of the comic book community here at FTN. So it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you tonight. Thanks very much.
Thanks a million for the kind words. I really, really appreciate that, guys. Thanks a million.
Thanks, Will. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Did you know that Transformers are actually robots in disguise? I didn't until I read on a thing called the Internet. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's new, but it's good. You can find us on the internet as well by going to www.fallinglevel.com for all the latest stories and features. What an age we live in! Isn't technology marvelous?
How you doing, guys? My name's Peter Mullen, and for some unknown reason I'm in Belfast following the nerd.
We were able to build a miniaturized arc reactor in a cave from a box of scraps. Following the nerd. We're just that good.
And then the elf just disappeared?
Yeah, that's my bit. Let's do it again.
Well, you failed to do it the last time,
I'll
so
send for the lawyers.
whatever. All right, Hunger Games.
Right.
Have you seen it?
What about them?
Have you seen it?
No.
None of them.
I saw the first one in the cinema, but that's because there was absolutely nothing else to watch that week.
Really?
And it was interesting as well because I went to see Doctor Who: Day of the Doctor whenever it was out in cinemas. And on the way home, I was still wearing my 3D glasses because, I'm a cook.
As do.
Cook spelled K-O-O-K, obviously.
But I'm sure you
one
can
of these
also
girls who was out for, shall we say she was quite inebriated. She was on the same train home as me and my mate, and she went, it's dark outside, it's not sunny anyway, you need to wear sunglasses. And I was like, oh no, these aren't sunglasses, actually. I think you'll find they're 3D glasses, because obviously, that made me look so much less of a dork. And she went, oh, what movie did you see? What movie did you see? She went, did you see Hunger Games? Did you see Hunger Games? I was like, well, no, actually, I went to see The Day of the Doctor. And I can't repeat live on air what she replied. So, yeah,
okay.
Big Hunger Games fan. She was. Me, not so much. But you've seen Catching
did.
Fire. Right.
Yeah. Okay,
Regale us of your tale.
I went on Wednesday in the Ivo Cinema here in Banbridge. We had the showing of the first movie at 10 p.m. and then the second one at 12:30.
Oh, you're so cool.
I know. Oh, it was just so amazing. What was even worse was there was 3 teenage girls in the seats beside me, oh my gosh, I just I can't believe I'm actually here. It's actually happening. Can you believe this is actually going to happen now? I was ready to actually smack them in the head.
I'm sure you were just blending in well with them.
Oh my word, I could have cried. But otherwise the film was amazing. If I could have just deleted them from the whole experience, it would have been
Were
perfect.
they swooning whenever Josh Hutcherson or whoever it was on screen and all?
They got all giggly and I was like, oh, seriously?
Really?
You should be at home in your beds. But anyway,
Wow.
it was
What age were
really probably about 14 or 15.
All right, okay.
They had school the next day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, they should have been in bed.
They should have been. What were their parents thinking?
I know.
But first film, I thought it was really cool to see it on the big screen again. Because, I really enjoyed it the first time, and it's just, from seeing it on the DVD and seeing all the special features, it's good to go back and see it in the big screen and just pick up on all those extra little details that you didn't the first time,
Yeah.
And then going straight into the second one, was just phenomenal. Fantastic story, fantastic acting, and I just loved the effects in it as well. Really, really good. And I'm really excited. I haven't read the books, you see, either. I kind of want to read the books after I see the films now, instead of doing it in the reverse order. But I'm excited to see where the third film goes next year, because it's left it at a really good point to pick it up.
Was there a cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've read some reviews of it, because obviously I like to think of myself as a bit of a film buff, and I'll even read reviews of movies that I have no intention of going to see. And apparently, right? Right?
Right,
apparently.
Okay. Actually.
Apparently. Thanks for that, Ruth. Got stuck in a bit of a tandem there. But apparently, this movie, Catching Fire, is essentially the first movie all over again. But somehow it works.
Well,
because they go back into the Hunger Games again.
No, I think because this film, it is kind of a repeat, because they do go back into the Hunger Games again. There's this
technically I have seen this movie then.
Technically you have, but if you think about Effie, the character who was very flamboyant, very colourful, very Lady Gaga-esque.
Oh, Elizabeth Banks.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
was dressed like a birthday cake during the first movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, she's pretty much like a birthday cake through this one as well. But in the first movie, she was really very, superficial, very kind of, ooh, isn't life just wonderful? But in this film, you see more of her kind of seeing the reality of the situation and her emotion, and her acting in it in particular, I was really in awe of.
Right.
Because you really saw how she was seeing the difficulty of the situation that Katniss and Peeta were getting into, and the emotion that she was feeling, and the conflict she was feeling as well, and it was just really emotional to watch her, never mind the fact Katniss was back in the Hunger Games again, and all these other characters who had been in the Hunger Games before. They were all previous contestants who had all previously won, and now they were all being thrown back in.
Right.
And even in the preparation before they go into the actual games, some of the contestants were like, "This is so unfair. I mean, I was promised that I would be free of this after I came out of it, and now you're throwing me back in. It's just ridiculous." And and it was just that idea of the reality TV kind of world as well, and how we warp it and how we do all of that sort of stuff with it, and how we judge people and everything was just kind of being played out in that as well.
A lot of social commentary then.
Yeah,
it's all deep and stuff.
It was actually. There was a lot of deep stuff to it, and a lot of thought really carefully put into things too. I really, really enjoyed it, and I really recommend people go and check it out because I'm really excited about how the third one's going to turn out.
Ow, my arm.
Really,
Ruth,
really,
you're
really.
twisting it. Ow, ow.
Yeah, because I mean the first one was really good. This one was really, really, really good, and I'm just
okay. So it wasn't great.
even though it was kind of a repeat in ways, but it was still very different. You know, there's still a lot of good new watching and a lot of good twists in it.
A lot of good new watching.
Yep.
A lot of good new watching. That needs to go on the cover of the DVD.
That's my good
your
new watching.
quote.
My 3-word synopsis.
Yeah. That's got to be printed on the DVD. That quote and just Ruth Strong following the nerd.
Yep. Done.
Oh.
Pain.
Jennifer Lawrence, though. I mean, come on.
She's a fine-looking woman.
Jennifer Lawrence. You would like.
No comment.
Ruth. You see? She's giving me the thumbs up. Ruth's giving me the thumbs up. Yep. No, but seriously, though, Jennifer Lawrence. She exploded. She's come from nowhere.
Yeah.
It just seems to be like 2011 was just her year because she did X-Men First Class. She obviously plays Young Mystique.
Yep.
And then
very
she
well
did
too.
The Hunger Games.
Yep.
And ever since then, she's everywhere. Silver Linings Playbook, and then there's American Hustle, which I believe is coming out next year.
And House at the End of the Street was it
And,
a couple of years back though? But
I don't know. We'll ask Stuart sure whenever he comes on to do the UK Top 10. But yeah, she's just sort of exploded and come from nowhere, and she's such a good actress.
And you know what else as well? From seeing her on like the red carpet and stuff, she seems like a really normal person too.
I know,
really
but
quite compassionate and
she's really
down to earth.
lovely. She's really talented.
And she's really pretty. I hate her.
She's really pretty, and her career is just skyrocketing. She's clearly made a deal with some sort of demon beast. Or strike that. She is some type of demon beast. I suspect witchcraft.
She grew up being friends with Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Right.
And on set, because Lenny Kravitz is in the films and everything.
Yes, yeah.
And on set, the whole time, she's all like, yes, Mr. Kravitz, no, Mr. Kravitz. And like, completely didn't call him Lenny once, you know?
Right.
She's just like, Mr. Kravitz, yes.
Lenny, big man.
So while they're like best buds on screen, it's like this whole respect thing she has for him too, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah, well, naturally would, because I mean, that's grown out of years of, Mr. Kravitz, can your daughter come out and play?
Can I stay for dinner, please?
Yeah. No, I mean, Jennifer Lawrence, I mean, like, what do you think? Big career ahead of her? Do you think she's going to become, one of those generational defining actresses?
She's very versatile already. I mean, she's kind of done a lot of different things and I think she's a lot of potential and a lot of good stuff ahead of her.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see what Stuart thinks on the Monday Movie Show, sure, when we have him on the show next. But for now, do you reckon we'll play another song? Play another tune.
Just because you asked. Okay.
Go on then. This is Shine 102.4 FM, and you are following the nerd. I'm Saxon.
And I'm Ruth.
And we've just completely stolen Marc's bit on this show.
Bye, Marc.
We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Patricia Tallman. I play Lita Alexander on Babylon 5, and I follow the nerd.
I wonder, will they ever make an Indiana Jones 5? I wrote a script for a new Indiana Jones movie. It's called Indiana Jones and the Impossible Task, where Harrison Ford tries to run upstairs. Following the nerd, as sharp as a whip crack.
Hi, this is Jessica Nicole, and I play Astrid Farnsworth on Fringe, and I am following the nerd.
So, we're talking about stuff now, are we?
Stuff and things.
Things and also stuff. Stuff including things.
Yes,
because, of course, we've got Stuart Miller on the line, who's going to be talking about the UK Top 10 box office for this week. Of course, Stuart is from the Monday Movie Show. You can check out on Spreaker. They've got their own show, Stuart and Andy, with all the latest movie news. So definitely go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, anyway.
Do you listen? Do you listen?
I don't know.
You don't know, or you haven't?
No, I don't, is probably the correct order of the words.
I don't know, actually. I don't know what podcasts I listen to.
But I listen to Stuart here.
Well,
on this show.
Yeah, okay. That's fair enough.
Anyway, Stuart, great to have you on the show.
No problem here every single week, so you can't get rid of me. I'm like a bad smell.
Oh, again,
Not that
Stuart,
bad.
Stuart, come on. We're trying to keep with tradition here. We started the show tonight and we didn't have anybody to go,